Welcome one and all to my top 10 worst films of 2015 video. If you haven't seen my top 10 best films of 2015, it's on my channel. You can go check that out right now if you want. Before I get into it, I just want to say if you liked or found enjoyment in any one of these films that I'm about to talk about, then that is completely fine. I just could not be part of that group of people who enjoyed these films, hence why they're on my top 10 worst list. So introductions aside, let's talk about some garbage. Coming in at number 10 is a film that proves that the found footage horror genre is unfortunately still alive and is unfortunately still breathing, and that is The Gallows. The thing that annoys me the most about The Gallows is the fact that it has such a perfect setting and location for a horror film in a deserted high school in the middle of the night. That's a perfect horror film location, but it just took that and just made yet another horrible found footage film full of jump scares and annoying characters. The reason I haven't put this higher on my list is because I do think it had a few creepy images and a few creepy scenes, but apart from that, it's just another terrible generic found footage horror film that just should not exist at all. So number 10, The Gallows. Number 9 is a film that I know a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, pretty much everyone else, is not going to have in their top 10 list, and it just further illustrates how different I am when it comes to films. But number 9 is actually Paper Towns. I just could not stand watching Paper Towns because it was just so generic and so cliche. The characters in this film were just portrayed so unrealistically and so cheesy. It's just it just irritated me. It really just annoyed me at how just generic this film actually was. Not a lot of people like Paper Towns, and if you like it, great, but I'm sorry, I just could not stand it. So Paper Towns gets number 9. Number 8 is a film that people will definitely have on their top 10 worst list, but they'll have it a lot higher, maybe even number 1. I didn't like this film, but I didn't entirely hate it. That's Fantastic Four. One thing that annoys me about some people is when they put comments saying, oh, you're gonna get tired of superhero films, there's 8 coming out next year, oh, you're gonna get tired, the fatigue's gonna wear on, they're gonna die down, and I'm just okay, unless they make 5 superhero films in a row that are as bad as Fantastic Four, superhero films for me are never going to get boring. But yeah, back to Fantastic Four, it was really dark, it was brooding and overly serious, and I mean those in the bad way. I mean The Dark Knight, it's dark and brooding and serious, but that actually was an awesome film. This film just had really terrible characters, a rubbish plot, lots of conveniences as well, and also the last act with all the battles and the CGI and the green screen just looked atrocious. Doctor Doom was a rubbish villain. Everything about this film is pretty bad. I mean, like I said, I didn't hate it as much as a lot of other people did. I thought there were parts where the film had potential to at least be good, but it just obviously fell flat. That's why it's on my top 10 worst list. Number 7 is a film that not a lot of people saw for a very good reason, and that is Wild Card. Look at that poster. What kind of film are you expecting from looking at that poster? An entertaining Jason Statham action film? Yeah, that's what I thought as well. Turns out the film was just extremely boring. People who defend this film saying, oh, it's a character piece, or it's focusing on characters. I'm fine with character-based films, just make the characters interesting. Jason Statham is just this bodyguard for hire who has a gambling problem, and it just annoys you when he just gambles everything away. He's winning lots and lots of money at these gambling tables. He's like, no, I have to carry on, and just loses all of his money. It's just so annoying. Plus there's hardly any violence in the film at all, and it's just really, really boring. The last fight in this film was entertaining, I'll give the film that, but it's just not enough to cure the boringness that this film provided. So Wildcard, number 7. Number 6 is the first of quite a few comedy films on this list, and that is Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. The reason this comedy is not higher up on the list is because unlike the other ones I'm about to mention in a second, this one had at least 1 or 2 chuckle moments in it that where I was yeah, that was not that bad. The rest of it's garbage, by the way. That's why it's number 6. I will repeat what I said in my review of Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. This film would have been really, really good if it was a rated R. If it was Kevin James throwing F-bombs and there was actual violence in the film, I think it could at least be entertaining and funny. But no, it's just a rated PG film full of this horrible slapstick. It's funny as well, because I actually remember kind of liking the first Paul Blart film. I kind of feel like I have to watch the first one to see if it's any good, because this film was just something else entirely. So Paul Blart, you get number 6, my friend. Rule number 1, no names. Rule number 2, never change the deal. Rule number 3, never open the package. But the thing that the transporter Refueled forgot about was rule number 4, and that is actually make a good movie. I mean, seriously, was anyone asking for a reboot of the Transporter franchise? Really? And without Jason Statham, who was pretty much the main reason the films kept going. The new Transporter guy, who I think kind of looks like Nicholas Hoult, he was just boring and lifeless. He had no charisma whatsoever. He was just walking around going, alright, I'll do this for you. His dad is constantly getting kidnapped. All the action's okay, but there's lots of cuts, and there's all these big like super zoom-ins to the city, trying to make it like a big Hollywood epic when in fact it's just like not even good enough for Netflix. Transporter Refueled, it did absolutely nothing for me whatsoever, so it has to have number 5. So the next 3 films on this list are comedies, and I just want to clarify that I do actually have a sense of humour. It's just these next 3 films just did not compute with my sense of humour. Number 5 is Pixels. Oh my god, I mean, why does Adam Sandler even carry on trying? Where do I even begin with Pixels? I mean, the relationship with Adam Sandler and Michelle Monaghan, whoever she is, that felt really forced and awkward and just unfunny, but Josh Gad gets my vote for the most annoying character in a film of 2015. He has to shout all these jokes out! Pixels is one of those films that just got on my nerves. It irritated me. It angered me the more I watched it. I don't know why I even sat there and carried on watching it. It was just so unfunny and annoying and just excruciatingly painful to watch. And and before you ask in the comments, no, I did not watch The Ridiculous Six because of Pixels. I mean, I just refuse to watch anything Adam Sandler does anymore. I just can't stand his most recent film. So number 5, Pixels. Coming in at number 3 is Hot Pursuit. Josh Gad might have been the most annoying person of 2015, but Reese Witherspoon and Sofia Vergara are by far the most annoying duo. I mean, you have Reese Witherspoon doing a Jeff Bridges impression throughout the entire film, then you have Sofia Vergara with that really whiny ass twangy voice like, oh my god, my dress. There were times where I just wanted to punch the screen because of how annoying these 2 people actually were. Coming at number 2, let's just say Johnny Depp, thank God you did Black Mass before the end of this year, because if you didn't, then you would be remembered in 2015 for Mortdecai. Mortdecai is just another Johnny Depp eccentric, over-the-top Jack Sparrow type character who's actually not Jack Sparrow, and is really like over-the-top British accent. Oh my god, Jeffrey, we need to go and get this important painting. Top that off with the rest of the supporting performances and also some really dumb slapstick humour. You got Mortdecai, and you got my number 2 worst film of 2015. Here we are, guys. Number 1, my least favourite film of 2015. It is not 50 Shades of Grey. I just avoided that at all costs. It's not Jupiter Ascending. This is The Boy Next Door. I will watch Jupiter Ascending or The Fantastic Four 3 times over than watch The Boy Next Door 1 more time. The Boy Next Door was just so generic. The performances were just so unrealistic and annoying as well. The dude who becomes the obsessed stalker guy, really, really annoying. Always has that really cheeky ass smile on his face. He's like, hey, I love the taste of your mama's cookies. Oh yeah, did I mention that cheesy ass dialogue as well? There is that. Every single thing about The Boy Next Door just got on my nerves, and throughout the entire year of 2015, no film just made me want to just physically hurt myself more than The Boy Next Door. I just could not stand it, and for me, it is by far the worst film of 2015, The Boy Next Door. You take on the trophy. So there you have it, guys. Those are my top 10 least favourite films of 2015. I hope you enjoyed the list. Tell me in the comments below what your top 10 worst films of the year are. And I just want to say right now, guys, this year, 2015, has been an incredible game changer for me, because at the start of this year, I was just completely different from what I am now. I'm over 260 subscribers, which is insane. I never pictured getting that many subscribers ever. And I've just met so many amazing people. All you guys on YouTube who comment on my videos or comment on Twitter, all of you guys just continue to support me, and you're just all amazing. And I cannot wait to spend 2016 with you guys, 2017 and beyond. I will continue doing these videos. Hopefully 2016 has more great films than these films, but I'm looking forward to 2016. I'm going to carry on doing these videos for you guys. I can't wait. Thanks for your support. Thanks for a great 2015, and I'll catch you all later.